Thanks very much for staying with us here on CBS 19 News at 10. I'm Jesus Martinez. President Trump said the U.S. carried out a successful strike against Iranian nuclear sites today. This comes after tensions between Israel and Iran entered its second week, and the two countries had exchanged missiles during that time. And just a few moments ago, around 9 o'clock tonight, President Trump addressed the nation on that airstrike. Now, early this week, the president said he would have 2 weeks to decide whether the U.S. would get involved in the conflict. Well, those 2 weeks turned into 2 days. Here's a little bit from that address.
With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close.
Well, President Trump said he did call Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ahead of the strikes, and Israel was aware of them. And tensions in the Middle East are escalating as a result of the strikes on Iran. The surprise attack comes amid growing global concern over a wider conflict, and the president is now facing immediate backlash from members of Congress. CBS's Christian Benavides breaks down what we know about the strikes and the global reaction pouring in.
President Trump announced American warplanes dropped bombs on 3 nuclear sites in Iran on Saturday night. In a social media post, the president wrote, "All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. All planes are safely on their way home." Among the Iranian sites targeted, Fordow and a larger enrichment plant at Natanz. News of the strike comes hours after it was revealed B-2 bombers were dispatched from Missouri to Guam. The B-2s are capable of carrying barrack-busting bombs, capable of destroying the kinds of underground nuclear facilities Iran was believed to possess.
It's designed to penetrate to quite a significant depth before it actually goes off, and then to generate a large, burst after that.
News of the strikes was met with mixed reviews, with some on Capitol Hill noting that the strikes can be viewed as an act of war that Congress did not sign off on. In a social media post, Representative Thomas Massey of Kentucky, a Republican, wrote, "This is not constitutional." Earlier in the week, the president indicated he would give it 2 weeks to decide whether to join Israel in bombing Iran. But throughout the week, and as recently as Friday, he expressed concerns over how close Iran was to having a nuclear weapon.
Within a matter of weeks, or certainly within a matter of months, they were going to be able to have a nuclear weapon. We can't let that happen.
The overnight strike comes after Israel launched its attack on Iran on June 13th, and just 1 day after European delegates met with Iranian officials in Geneva to encourage an end to the conflict. The whereabouts of Iran's supreme leader remain unknown. CBS News learned Friday the leader is reportedly in hiding as a result of fears of an assassination. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
And Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is congratulating President Trump on the airstrikes tonight. In a social media post, Netanyahu said the U.S. decision will change history.
In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do.
Well, here in Texas, political leaders weighing in on the news of those strikes in Iran. Governor Greg Abbott posting to social media saying simply, "I stand with Donald Trump in the United States of America." Meanwhile, State Senator Ted Cruz said he commends the pilots and service members, intelligence personnel, President Trump, and the national security staff on tonight's successful and critical operation. Of course, we'll have much more on this on CBS19.tv and streaming on CBS 19 Plus as well. All right.